It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They go play action here on first down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Down the sideline he goes. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Second Pirates.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it, and so they'll attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the delay, Jones. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the one he needed. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And his kick is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
You look at this Packers defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Throwing is Hurts.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And running with power here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They go play action with Hurts. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second and 6. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Hassan Reddick from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw.
You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
63. Silver, set. Hey, easy, 63. Kyle Leviani.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. The Eagles hit 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep. He was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up 4th.
They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's caught at the 25. Touchdown! Chris Watkins, 84 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Elliott good with a PAT. It's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Off the option, it's Jones.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Scared the right flag. Falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Finds his target. It's Swift along the sideline. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run the option. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Run! Run!
On 1st down, Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Lucas Van Ness in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. 2nd down and goal. Hurts. Smith catches left side. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the... And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Good on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
What you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Great. Just get it in the pocket.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Great.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT. And he's up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. You're starting to see victory in their eyes, and now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got him in. Complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson taking it in. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson on for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It's Kingsley Enagbare finding a way in to bring him down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to
touchdown! Chris Watkins, 48 yards. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point. The lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now back to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And he's brought down short. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. That is caught. Touchdown. DeVonta Smith, 38 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 9. On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Look at the big man rumble.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
19 tight. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Totally a penalty.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side Swift. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, 73, 73.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this